This phone costs $2,199.99 in America, but I found the exact US version in Shenzhen, China for only 5,980 RMB. That's almost 70% cheaper, so I ordered one online from Shenzhen. Today we're going to find out, did I get the deal of the year or did I just buy an expensive fake? Shenzhen is basically the Silicon Valley of hardware. Huaqiangbei connects the manufacturers, wholesalers, repair technicians, and international traders. This is where many electronic supply chains meet. Bought came from a platform called Goofish, China's massive second-hand marketplace backed by Alibaba. Imagine Facebook Marketplace, but with millions of sellers, endless electronic listings, and prices that sometimes look too good to be true. And that's because they often are. For every unbelievable deal, there are always stories of refurbished device, hidden defects, and sophisticated scams. So when I found a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold7 from Shenzhen Huaqiangbei for only 5,980 RMB, almost 70% cheaper than buying it in the US, I decided to take the risk. But the real question is, what exactly did I receive? A genuine bargain or a very expensive mistake? Let's investigate. Now we're gonna unbox the box and see what's inside. It is so within the bubble wrap is the phone itself. The buyer did not provide the case, the original case of the box, of the phone. I mean, my bad. Yeah, and I'm just gonna cut it out real quick. There we go. There we have the phone. So far, it doesn't look like anything that is too obvious to be fake. There's a sticker next to the charging port. I think that is to prevent people uninstall, like open the phone itself and then replace the parts with something fake. That's what some sellers do. They give their own stickers, and now the screens look pretty neat. It doesn't look like there's anything bad with it. There's some scratches on the protective film. Now we're looking at the back glass, looking at the camera lens, make sure there's no scratches, dust, or anything. That is what's supposed to be look alike like a new phone. So now we're gonna boot it up this Fold7 and see what it is about. There's the Samsung logo. So far, so good. There we go. Now we're going to the system. So far, it is look like a US version. Now we're going to go have a look check at the screens. Yeah, the colors all the same. Blue is good. White is good. Vibration is good. Mega camera is good. Sensor is looking alright. Yeah, when I press it down, the Marita sensor is changing, so that means it is water resistant. It also can mean that it has never been like opened before, like the phone has never been opened before, if you get what I mean. And now let's check the touching. The touch feels okay. Is tracking my fingers. It doesn't look like a fake screen that's being replaced to the actual one. Yep. So it's all working. Now we're going black, see if there's any white spot, black spot, or dead spot. Now we're gonna check the outer screen. Sorry guys, this is my first time like testing a Samsung. I'm not that fluent. Same, red is good, green is good, red, blue is good, white is good. Yep, same. Water resistance, the pressure is changing. Black, yep, all good. No dead spot, no dead lines, no nothing. Touch, yep, seems working pretty well. The black line didn't stop anywhere, so that means there's not any screen that is not detecting my fingers. Now I'm gonna type in this number and check for the manufacture date. And I'm checking the hinge if it's good. Can it bend 90 or 45 degrees? Then we're trying 20 degrees. Yep. If it stuck at 20 degrees, so the hinge is okay. And now I'm going to the administration apps. Make sure there's no any external apps on my phone in the admin apps. I'm checking for the camera quality. Different lenses 1 time, 2 time, and 3 times. And bigger zoom and see if the photo quality is any good. So far the camera is looking good. There's no issue or problem with it. Now I'm going to go to my more connection settings and see if there's any restrictions or any locks. There are some phones that are sold with some locks, which means you can't access certain SIM card. Booting up CPU Z, the chip it is a Snapdragon 8 Elite, so that's legit, which it means is legit. There's no any, fake chips or fake Android uh, parts that is that is made up to fake this Fold 7. So everything's decent. The parts are all the same. Now we're going to go to YouTube and see if the compatibility is all the same as like the US version. So far so good. Now we're gonna check at the exterior of the Samsung for one last final check. Everything looks good. No scratches. No sign of being repaired. Yep, everything looked good. The upper camera, there's no dust, meaning that there's no screen to be changed. And look at the back camera, there's no dust. No dust in the camera, meaning there's no change. There likely no changes been made. After putting this phone through all the tests, we can finally answer the biggest question. What exactly did I buy? First, let's talk about the good news. The hardware is exactly as the seller described. The phone looks almost brand new. There's no obvious signs of usage, and every major function works normally. The screen, cameras, performance, and overall experience are what you would expect from a brand new Galaxy Z Fold 7. But then I found a catch. This phone cannot update to a newer system version and cannot access Samsung recovery mode normally. So what does that actually mean? I want to be clear, I'm not a technician inside this industry, so I cannot say exactly what steps were used to modify this device. However, based on the symptoms, this appears to be a type of carrier unlock modification commonly found in some grey market phones. To understand why, we need to understand 2 different types of unlock phones. Type 1, software modified carrier unlock. Some phones sold in markets like Huaqiangbei are originally carrier device from regions such as United States. For example, a phone could have originally been locked to a US carrier like AT&T or T-Mobile. Instead of being officially unlocked through those carriers, some technicians use advanced software modification to bypass these restrictions. This can involve changing system configuration, carrier settings, or other internal software components to make the phone accept different SIM cards and work with Chinese networks. The problem: there is usually a trade-off because these modifications depend on altered software. OTA system updates may no longer work, security updates may be blocked, entering recovery mode or performing a factory reset could potentially remove the modification. The phone may lose network functionality if the modified files are damaged. Basically, the phone works, but only because someone has changed how the software behaves. Type 2 Official Factory Unlock. A truly factory unlock phone is completely different. The unlock status is recorded through the manufacturer's system and tied to the phone's IMEI. That means you can update Android normally, you can factory reset the phone, you can enter recovery mode, you can travel internationally and switch SIM card freely. A factory unlocked device behaves exactly like a phone purchased directly from Samsung. So now we understand the software side. The next question is, where do these phones actually come from? This is where the gray market becomes interesting. The first step is sourcing. Many traders obtain phones through international supply channels outside China. These devices can come from many different situations: return device, liquidation stock, carrier inventory, trade in programs, second-hand suppliers, and in some cases, questionable sources. The important point is that these devices are acquired at a much lower cost than normal retail price. Then they enter China's electronics ecosystem where technicians and traders can modify, repair, test, and resell them. This is one reason places like Huaqiangbei are so unique. The same ecosystem that creates incredible deals also creates a market where buyers need to understand exactly where they are purchasing. From what I discovered, the pricing usually depends on the level of modification and the original device version. At the lower end, around 5,500 to 6,000 RMB, you may find US version with single SIM configuration, limited regional compatibility, Chinese carrier optimization. A higher price, around 6,500 to 7,000 RMB, you may find version with European models, dual SIM tray, border international compatibility. So what is my final conclusion? These this Galaxy Z Fold 7 is not simply a cheap phone. It's a product of a huge global electronic gray market, a market built around price difference, supply chain gaps, regional restrictions, and technical modification. Did I get a good deal? The answer depends on what you value. If you only care about getting flagship hardware for much lower price, this phone is impressive. But if you care about official warranty, future software updates, guaranteed compatibility, knowing the complete history of your device, then the cheaper price comes with real compromises. At the end of the day, this phone represents the most fascinating part of Huaqiangbei, a place where almost everything can be bought, repaired, modified, and resold. But the responsibility of knowing what you are buying belongs to the buyer, and I will leave the final judgment to you.